That organisation, SOD, British Farmers, well, they descend on Parliament over the betrayal of British Oh, hang on. Hang on just a second. Oh, no. They call themselves Save British Farming. Although they sodded themselves when they actually voted for Brexit. Yes, they did. They put that cross in the wrong box. They did, Pandora, they did. Yeah. And unfortunately scuppered themselves. And now they're complaining. I don't like this Brexit. It's not the Brexit I voted for, they say. Blimey. If it wasn't for the flippin' farmers' vote, maybe we wouldn't have got Brexit. Maybe. Just putting it out there. Well, you see. Tractors are descending, well, they did last night, on Parliament over what they call a betrayal of British farmers. But they've done them to themselves. Brexit was going to be no different. This is what we were going to get. Those were half a flippin' brain cell. We knew that. We did. We told you enough times. But no, they say you're talking down Britain. We're British. And we're great. Well, unfortunately, we're pretty shit at trade deals. All the countries around the world that signed up trade deals with the UK have said, they're a soft touch, that bunch. We can get a preferential trade deal for ourselves, such as the one with Australia, a country of around 20-odd million people. And we're like 67 million people. We should have had the upper hand. But no. We signed up to a trade deal that benefited the Australian farmers. And not just any old farmers, no, mega farms, so they can pump the country with cheap, low standard, low quality food full of antibiotics and stuff like that. But you see, that's the benefit of Brexit. Since we're not, well, in the EU, we can accept all this dodgy meat from Australia and New Zealand and places like that. Oh, lovely. Do you like your drugs? Well, tractors have descended on Parliament over the betrayal of British farmers in post-Brexit trade deals. Well, I think you pretty much worked out where I stand on this, haven't you, by now? Well, Save British Farming. Now, that's run by Liz Webster. Fair dues to her, she's very anti-Brexit. You know, she's not one of those who voted for Brexit. She saw that was going to be an issue. But, you know, if I was to attack Liz Webster, I would say she's trying to make excuses for British farmers that they voted for Brexit. You say all farmers voted for Brexit. No, they didn't. We all know that's obvious. But if it's democracy, they spouted and stuck on their big posters on straw bales and fields and farm gates, well then, quite frankly, they're all to blame. They didn't fight hard enough to save their industry. Unfortunately, with a scuppered farming industry in the UK, British farming is scuppered, so if British farming is scuppered, so is you. Unless you're happy just importing all your food. What happens in the war? When those other countries have to feed their troops, etc. How are we going to feed our own? What are we going to do? Starve 15 million Indians? Oh, no, we can't do that anymore. Can we? No. You drop the phone. Well, crikey. That's Winston Churchill for you. Great man, wasn't he? So, organised by Save British Farming and Kent's Fairness for Farmers Group, they are calling for an end to the number of post-Brexit trade deals. Ain't going to happen, you know that, don't you? Kemi Badenoch, she waves her about as some kind of Brexit win. What a whole load of bollocks that is, yeah. So they want to get rid of, the farmers want to get rid of all these trade deals because they felt saying that they're no good for British farmers. They claim it's allowing imports into the country that fall short of UK standards. Obviously, if you're importing poor quality meat, which is produced at lower rates, even with the transportation and logistics of it all, you just can't compete. British farmers just cannot compete with it. And they thought it was going to be great. Their Brexit? No. It was shit, and it's always going to be shit. They ain't getting away from a shit Brexit. No, there's only one type of Brexit, and that's shit. I've got plenty of it. It's in rivers and seas, all around the country. Oh, it's lovely. Coming at your tap soon, too. Well, there you go. The campaigners have pointed to deals with New Zealand, Australia, and the CPTPP. Canada, Japan, Mexico, etc. as well as saying they're no longer on a level playing field. No, of course you're not, because you got rid of Brexit. Why do you think the Common Agricultural Policy was there? It's there to protect the farmers, not just one group of farmers, all the farmers. Look at the sugar industry in the UK. Huh? Sugar beet. There was quotas on imports that were allowed, sanctions, but really, on cane sugar come from the United States and places like that. Why do you think these companies were the ones that were pumping shitloads of money into the Tory party and their campaigns? Because they wanted the quotas to be lifted, and they thought of Brexit, well, that's exactly what's going to happen. And it is what happened, which scuppered British farmers. Say, for instance, in Norfolk, where I'm from, well, the farmers there, many of them are sugar beet farmers. They screwed themselves with their Brexit. How stupid do you have to be not to understand the reasoning and the mentality behind the Common Agricultural Policy? Common being everyone. Common. Okay, some policies might go against British farmers, but as a whole, the farmers benefit. It's common sense. Oh, dear me. Unfortunately, common sense is no longer common. Well, the group also claims that there is a lack of import checks allowing substandard food into the country. Very, very, very true. In fact, Doug Bannister of the Port of Dover, he's actually said that 70-odd tons of food have already managed to get past controls. A lot of it coming from Africa, not just from the CPTPP, no, from Africa. And what have they got there? African swine flu. Lovely. What we all want to have in our country. African swine flu. That's one way of getting all your cattle slaughtered, isn't it? Being there, they've done that. Well, a convoy of tractors and trailers began the protest in Covent Garden in central London. They did it at night. Flippin' night. I don't know if they're still there, but they did it at night. If you want to make a disruption, you do it during the day when all the people are whinging and whining because they can't get to work. Well, they're filling the roads around Parliament downed with banners and farmers beeping their horns to bring attention to their cause. I agree, they are right, but they've done it to themselves. If you don't do your wheel nuts up on your car, eventually your wheel's going to fall off, innit? Now, say British farmer founder Liz Webster said farmers were completely and utterly disadvantaged. Well, they flipping well voted for it. I'm sorry, I keep saying it, I'm going to say it again. The majority of farmers voted for Brexit, apparently according to a poll that was taken out before the vote. Whether they changed their mind just before the vote, I don't know. She's likened the situation to the English football team, sending the English football team to the World Cup and saying, off you go, you've got chains on your legs and chains on your hands. Pretty much it, really, isn't it? It's just like the flippin' fishermen, isn't it, They voted for their Brexit because they didn't like the common fisheries policy. And now that, crikey, the fishing industry in the UK is absolutely scuppered. Fishing boats have been literally destroyed. And they've been paid to destroy their boats. Paid. A fund that's gone to the, same here in the EU as well, a fund has gone to the fishermen to say, okay, here's, £100,000, whatever. Now you've got to cut your boat up. They don't get it unless they actually physically destroyed the boat. This is the madness that we're living in now. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's the same old line, like what went on in the United States, with Donald Trump. If you've got a loud enough foghorn, you repeat the same thing again and again and again, people, the lack of thinking, will believe it. We had Nigel Farage, didn't we? We still have. He's still spouting this crap on GB News and what have you. We had, Jacob Rees-Mogg spouting all his flipping crap before Brexit. Oh, the day we leave the European Union, we'll be It will be better off, be cheaper food and shoes for peasants and stuff like that. Well, that flipping weed and pencil the other day was saying if you put barriers up to trade, a country is going to be worse off. What? What the hell is going on with these people? And the biggest problem is actually the people sucking it up and like it's all this. Oh, give me more of it, give me more. I like pain. Crazies, that's what they are. I'm sorry. The majority of the British public have lost their flipping mind, just like they have in the US. They're balmy. Flipping balmy. Crikey, I'm just glad I escaped from the madness. There must be something in the water. Shit. I mean, polling shows that the public back the British farmers, right? Well, you got a lot of choice, don't they, if you want to starve. And well, you wait until the farmers start causing disruption like they have last night, and people can't get to work. What have you? They'll go against the farmers. They'll go against their own best interests, like they have done with environmental and campaigners and all that. Oh, so we need a radical change of policy and urgent exit from these appalling trade deals, which will decimate British food. Yes. Kemi Badenoch, she don't care about that. All she cares about is signing up the next trade deal. Whether it be with a state in the United States or whether it be with another country. It doesn't matter to her. All she sees it as, well, crosses on her gates, you know. Jeff Gibson, the former founder of Kent Fairness of Farmers, said, "It is so important that our message about substandard imports, dishonest labelling, and concerns for food security is heard." Now we've got, like, not for the EU stickers all over our food now in the UK. Yeah, not for the EU. What's it telling people? Alright, the message is, your food ain't good enough. British food's not good enough for the EU. It's got nothing to do with that, actually, but you know, actually it might be now, since much of this foreign food entering the UK that doesn't really meet British farming standards is full of, like say, antibiotics and other toxins and what have you. And also, the British farmers are now able to use these pesticides. Neonics, what have you, kill the bees? Oh, wonderful, hey, when do you kill the bees? That's what they're doing. Just crazy. He added, "We put agriculture at the forefront of any deals we negotiate," apparently Mark Spencer said. Yeah, he insisted the government firmly backs our farmers, and the farming was at the heart of the British trade, he says. What old bollocks? They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn about British farmers. They don't give a damn about the British people. All they give a damn about is how do we keep our seats? You know? And they're failing miserably, just like they did with their Brexit. Brexit is shit. And so is the, I was going to say United Kingdom, no. That's unfair on the Scottish people. Since their water companies have not been privatised, sucking out of the country 70-odd billion in shared dividends. It's England. England. Little England. I find it blooming embarrassing. I speak to my French friends here in France, and they fit hands up in the air. What the hell is going on? Well, they say the United Kingdom, in England, in the United Kingdom. I say, no, I don't know. But there's Brexit. This is madness, cognitive dissonance. There's something loose. Seriously loose. Now, fortunately, the British public are starting to wake up. But the government and the next government are not. If we are to rejoin the European Union, it is going to be into the distance. We've got a long, long, long wait. Very long wait. Blimey. Hey, what say you? Please leave in the comments down below. And I am still reading the comments. I just can't obviously reply to them all. I've got a lot on my plate at the moment, but it's madness. It's just absolute madness. Anyway, you tell me. Please leave it in the comments down below. Oh yeah, boot the old like button, and maybe subscribe to the channel, maybe the little bell icon, because then you get one fast video in your pocket every time I upload another video. Oh yeah, I got that one out, didn't I? Anyway, toodaloo.